What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, Sports Gambling Daily. It's a Tuesday. It is also September 10th. What's up, Philly?
I am great, Jared. How are you this morning? Coming
Man.
off of an awesome Monday night of football. Monday night of football, correct, yes.
Yeah, man. My Texans almost had it last night. God, they gave up that last second field goal. It broke my heart. But overall, Philly, I was just excited that they could compete at that level versus, in my opinion, one of the better teams in the NFL. So I was definitely surprised. Anybody in the Discord knew that I was surprised to see how well the Texans were doing. And they legitimately could have won there if their defense just could have held there the last part of the end of the game there.
Yeah, totally agree with that. And one thing you have something to look forward to. Deshaun Watson is special, man. That is one hell of a quarterback. He is extremely athletic and do so many different things. That's how you build a winning team. I just think you have a great future with him. He is really fun to watch.
No doubt. He is special. But what's not special is that defense. There's just holes in that defense, which used to be the Texans' strong point. Now it's their ultimate weakness. J.J. Watt can't rush the passer anymore. At least they're double and triple teaming him. Merciless got around the edge once, I think, and made a sack. But our secondary is kind of depleted. Actually, Colvin is the reason why the Texans lost that game. He gave up 2 touchdowns and a long pass to set up for a field goal. I hope Colvin didn't even make it on the plane yesterday, and I hope they find somebody else because anyone else could have done a much better job than Colvin did yesterday.
Yeah, that you were saying that last night. That's actually, I guess that is really the truth. And what were your thoughts about that roughing the kicker? I didn't think it affected the kick, but I know they rolled into him. I don't know. It just seemed very odd to me.
It's clear that that's the reason why he missed that kick. It's because he got rolled into. It was crap, but hey, it worked out for the Texans, and I was excited. I did feel bad for the Saints. I'm like, man, they're going to get screwed back-to-back games. But overall, it worked out for the Saints anyway, so no one's talking about it. But that would be the topic of conversation if the Texans pulled out that win. Everybody would be talking about that roughing the kicker. Everybody would be talking about it.
So true.
But luckily for the NFL, the Saints won that game. They don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, naturally they win, but they don't cover. The way that game went, it's unbelievable. Everybody's like, oh, the Saints minus 6.5, -7, and it doesn't get there.
And I was kind of one of those people that were leaning that way too because I didn't believe in my Texans offense. Now maybe, I feel a little more confident about them. We'll see. I know the Saints come off, or typically come out slow and sluggish, and they sure did. They didn't disappoint in that regard. So, and then of course the Raiders. Who saw the Raiders coming to beat Denver yesterday, especially with all the AB issues? They did pretty good as well.
It almost seemed like they used that to their advantage slightly. I don't know if it built some camaraderie, and I know we were talking about that a little bit. Could that kind of unify the team a little bit? But Derek Carr looked really good, man. I mean, he looked decisive. I mean, he was quick with getting rid of the ball, and obviously Antonio Brown would have made a huge difference with stretching the field. But I don't know, they played well last night in front of that crowd.
Yeah, and I just want to say a big shout out to Emmanuel Sanders because the last possible moment secured my fantasy football win for the week. So thank you very much for getting that touchdown. So hey, we won yesterday on our video play. We had the Indians -1.5.
Yep.
It was no doubter. I mean, from the get-go, first inning, the Indians got on the board and they just kept piling on the runs.
Yeah, it got to 3-1 at one point where it was a little oh boy, but then Chad came in and smashed a 3-run bomb and it was never in jeopardy from there. So that was a solid pick. I saw a lot of people were on it, and I'm happy they were able to catch that ticket.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, jump in the Discord. The link's in the description down below. We have a group of 200 people, like-minded individuals such as yourself. So definitely join the Discord. It's a place where we share information. You can also get our consensus premium plays. You also can get Philly's personal plays, my personal plays, Big Mon and Joe's personal plays. And speaking of that, we all bundle it up in one very, very low cost, right? So it's $29.99. You get the Discord, you get the premium plays, and you get our personal plays, all for $30. It's well worth it. Well worth it. So the link's in the description down below. Come check us out. and join the group. And not to mention, and I'm almost forgetting one of the best parts about the Discord is Joe's live betting area. Over there, Joe leads the team on the live betting area, and he watches every game, and you can watch it with him. Joe, myself, Big Mon, and Philly jump in there from time to time, and he's cashing winners left and right in there. So definitely go check out the live betting area. It's all part of the Discord.
It's he's like an orchestrator. He's in there like an auctioneer, like 2.9, 2.5, and everybody's in there jumping in, and I mean, it is a money making opportunity for people, and yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, so guys, sgdwins.com is how you can join the Discord. So definitely, if you got any questions, hit us up on email. All right, hey, Philly.
Yes, sir.
We need to be. Oh, speaking of personal plays, I mean, I went 3-0 on my personal plays. I had Duke Johnson covering 3.5 total receptions. That, in my opinion, was a no-brainer. Even though he only had 4 to finish the game, and he got all 4 of those in the first half. So obviously the Texans changed their game plan. And then I also had the Cleveland money line and the Cleveland run line yesterday. And I know you crushed it yesterday as well.
That is true. Had the outside of our video play, had the Cubs on the first 5, Brewers on the run line, and total points under 20.5 combined between the Raiders and the Broncos in the first half. I think it finished 14-0, so that hit as well. And yeah, that was really good. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of people following along, and that's actually part of it as well. The Discord is just having the camaraderie and people sweating out games with you and talking back and forth about things. I mean, it's just awesome, man.
Yeah, for sure. So like I said, you can get all of that in the Discord. All right. So I guess I have to say this. If you don't want the Discord and you just want the plays, well, we got that option as well. So, all right, let's talk about today's play, Philly.
Yes, sir.
We are looking at the Cardinals taking on the Rockies today. And I feel like, Philly and I have been talking about this game for over 24 hours now. And I think we got a good line on this thing. You want to start us off?
Yeah. Well, I mean, for one, you're looking at 2 pitchers that on the surface, seem like they could be over-type pitchers, Michael Wacha versus Chichi Gonzalez. Chichi Gonzalez is coming off of like an elbow issue, right? Tommy John surgery. So it kind of feels like he's coming back into form a little bit. But
yeah, that's true, Philly. He had Tommy John surgery. He tore his UCL back in, I want to say 2007 or 16, I think, and then earlier 17 he missed all of 2018, and so he's still trying to work through that injury.
No, there's no doubt about that. And but what I was looking at is if you look at his record overall, I don't think he's got a win. His ERA is north of 7, but in his last 4 starts, he's had 2 quality starts, one really good one against the Dodgers where he went 6 1/3. It just kind of feels like he's rounding maybe into form a little bit, trying to kind of get back into what he was a little before the injury. So yeah, that's kind of what we were looking at. And then if obviously Wacha on the other side, he's been really good over his last 5 starts. So it's a very interesting, intriguing matchup with a lot of cool angles.
Yeah, now the Cardinals, they are 4 games ahead in first place of their division. So, they need these wins, and these are the kind of wins you gotta secure. They're 4 games on top of the Cubs. The Cardinals coming in at 81 wins, 62 losses, and obviously the Rockies are abysmal. They're 60 and 84. So Wacha, he only pitched 2 innings last time out. I guess kind of as an opener there. He gave up 2 scores. He had 2 scoreless innings. He had 2 strikeouts in that time frame. Now, look, guys, neither of these pitchers are predominantly strikeout pitchers. They pitch to contact, which is always a scary thought there in Coors Field. Chichi has struggled other than like Philly was saying, versus the Dodgers. He pitched 6 1/3 inning, gave up a couple runs, but so are we looking at a more of a positive track here with him, or is this just an aberration before because the Rockies are 0-9 when he pitches. So I mean that's pretty impressive to be 0-9. I mean, you think you get at least 1 win. So
yeah, that's true. Well, laws of average would tell you so. I don't know, man. I mean, it can be tricky, I suppose, but I don't know. From what I can tell, it just seems like he is starting to get it back a little bit more, and to your point, yeah, I mean, I know the Cardinals need this game and all, and I know the game's in cores and all that good stuff, but I just feel like looking at the totals and looking at everything like that, I mean, they seem like they're on the higher end, and I don't know, man. I have a good feeling that it's just going to work out more in the pitcher's favor than it may appear on the surface.
Right, I agree. And Michael Waka, I remember you telling me right before we went on air, the first or the last 4 games he's actually pitched, pretty low. What was the?
Yeah, I have it right here.
Let me pull it up.
All right, so just lost it. Waka has a 2.78 ERA over his last 5 games. Yeah, so he has definitely been better over his last handful of games, and combining that with Chi over his last couple of games, and you look at the everything else, and it's like, oh, this points to an over. This should be an explosion of runs, and
right.
I kind of feel like maybe it's not.
Yeah, so when you look at the surface, you just look at the ERA and you look at the win-loss records, you're like, oh man, and Coors Field. So I think we have 2 plays here. We at least one for sure, and then one very strong lean, because both these pitchers are in a positive track right now. So it doesn't mean that they can't bounce back, but they're both positively trending in the right direction. So I think the video play for today is the Cardinals minus 150 on the money line.
Correct.
The only thing that we didn't even bring it up. The thing that I'm most concerned about, Philly, is the Rockies bullpen. Mm-hmm. They rank dead last, which I think was the stat that we were talking about in the last 30 days, and so that's not good. I mean, I definitely want to fade that. But overall, I think the strongest lean, other than the definite bet of the Cardinals money line here, minus 150, is the under.
5 under 8.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead.
No, I agree. That's a ton of. I mean, 8 runs first 5, right? Is that correct?
Yeah. 8 runs first 5. Kind of take the bullpens out of it.
Yep.
And just to see if these 2 pitchers are living up to their positive trends here. So, and 8 runs is tough. So we got 8 runs here. So as long as 8 runs push, 9 runs loses, and hell, 9 is. I mean, I know it's Coors Field. I get it, but 9 runs, that's like a full game for most teams. So, especially when you have 2 pitchers that are trending in a positive direction.
I don't know if you remember this or not, but it was I happened to, because I had a bet on this game. Not maybe like a couple weeks ago, there was a total of 14 runs in Coors Field, and everybody's like, oh, that's going to go over. And there was a pitcher pitching for them that they were saying was like busboying tables like a week before that or something like that.
Right.
And it was like 0-0 through the 6th inning. So it's like I don't know. It's just one of those things, man.
It's baseball. Yeah, it's baseball. All we can do is try to, come up with the best play. We like I said, we've been handicapping this game. We started this thing. We pinpointed this game yesterday, like almost 24 hours ago, and we're trying to break it down. So, but there's a reason why things happen. Like, you put your best bet out there, and you can be wrong. 40% of the time, you still make money if that's the case. So,
100%, bro.
But I love this play here. I love the Cardinals on the money line, and I definitely like that under 8 first 5. So especially, I mean, if we're pushing on 8, we lose if it goes to 9. Can it happen? Of course it can happen, but I like the chances. I think there's good value there.
Me too. I have 100% agreement on that. Yes, sir.
All right, guys, I think we're going to get out of here. Make sure you check out Big Mon and Joe's show. It comes on in probably about 4 or 5 hours from now. Great content over there, Joe and Big Mon. I find myself just listening to them, and like sometimes I'll be driving and I'll just listen to it through the speakers, and I'm like, before I know it, I realize I'm not watching or listening sports talk radio. So great, entertaining stuff from them. Anything you need to say before we get out of here, Philly?
No, I just wanted to thank everybody for, being in the Discord and, reaching out. And, I love answering any questions that people have. It's a great, family environment. And please, check us out. Let us know if there's, anything we can ever help you with. And we're here to win, and let's move forward, man.
All right. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up button. We'll see you in the Discord. Good luck to you. Good luck to me. And good luck to all of us. I'll see y'all later.
Have a great Tuesday.